We're live now on YouTube. So let me share the link on the Facebook accounts just now. Okay, so you got 6 days left to vote. Good morning, Brittany. Today we should be getting 20 bikes, 20 helmets, and 20 toys from our lady that we answer questions for every day. I think she's sending me a message now. So today is Wednesday, October 30th. This month's almost now. Heck, the year's almost done. Did the Silver Sisters ever send you a current picture, Scott?
No, I haven't heard anything from them.
I'll reach out to Sandy today. I'll be inside the office, I think, pretty much all day today. Okay. Here we go. Tell everybody good morning. Okay, Brittany's in, James is in, and others are in. And she is writing me a message. It's no freebie today. She's on live. We're going to start domino counting again. Yesterday we had quite a day. Really a good day. The kids had a good day yesterday. Tino came by and brought 2 trips worth of bags from, I don't know where all he went, Five and Below and Walmart, and he's going back either yesterday afternoon or today with his cousin to Mattel. He also made a donation for bikes. So about that same time, in fact, when he was leaving, Kyle came in and brought stuff that had been delivered over to the main office over there, and I introduced Kyle and Tino, and so when Tino left, Kyle and I got on the phone and called Robbie Baker for one, and he's in, and the 50 bikes, he's already ordered that 50 bikes. So Robbie's in. Then we reached out to Tim Love, and Tim Love's in for 50 bucks. So we actually gathered up, I think, 150 over the phone yesterday. So we're rocking and rolling. Lisa's in, Mommy's in, Sam is in. So the main thing that's besides our bike drive, Larry's kids, is we've got an election that comes up Saturday. And you know, I try to stay neutral, but I guarantee you, the President of the United States yesterday called Trump supporters garbage. He probably didn't listen to how deplorables ticked off a bunch of people when Hillary Clinton called Trump supporters deplorables. Sir, you're the president of all of the people in the United States, and I'm one of them, and I don't think I'm garbage. But anyway, you're the president, so you're the man. We'll see how it works out for you on Tuesday. Okay, here we go. This is for two toys, 2 bikes, no bikes. No bikes. 2 toys, 2 helmets. Okay, so we're going to restart her. This is for 2 toys and 2 helmets. Patricia's in. Rhonda's in. And I'll promise you, you are not going to know this answer. Okay, well, what's the question? Good morning. Have you ever heard anybody called Shafty? Oh yeah, I have. Shafty, S-H-A-F-T-Y. That was a nickname that was given to John Fitzgerald Kennedy in July of '43. Jack Kennedy, which I call him Jack, his name was John, was given several nicknames during his lifetime. Jack Kennedy was one of them, but Shafty was given to John Kennedy in 1942. The president, Jack Kennedy volunteered for PT boat duty. He went through the school and was good, high in his class, natural born leader. He then had to take a medical exam and do an interview to get a active combat duty. Charlie's in, John's in. So as the school was over, he did his interview, passed with flying colors. He had back problems, which we all know. So that sidelined him, and he then went to motor torpedo boat training school, and he became an instructor. Now, he later got combat duty, but when he came back from this medical exam, he was with his buddies, and he said, well, I just got shafted. And they started calling him Shafty. You might not even find that not a lot of people probably know that. You can Google it and see if put JFK and Shafty. So, I assume that answers she said, I can't believe you got it. I'm trying to tell you people, if I've seen it, read it, looked at it since about age 8, I can recall it to the minute. So, Shafty, Jack Shafty, John F. Kennedy, great president, natural born leader, challenged the country, the space race. He immediately said, don't ask what your country can do for you, which is all we do now. The presidential election is run on what the government or the person that might be in charge is going to do for its citizenry. Not under Jack Kennedy. He said, don't ask what the country can do for you, what can you do for the country? That's the way it should be. So, back to our president's remark calling me and everybody else that supports Donald Trump or doesn't support what he thinks is garbage. That might come back to haunt you. Okay. Hold on, she's driving again. Okay, so, yeah, you're down 2 toys and 2 bikes and what? He'll be there between 1 and 2. Okay, tell him, I stayed yesterday till 3 talking history, and man, the traffic you won't believe the difference between 30 and 40 minutes when you're driving 40 or 50 miles back home. Hold on, I'm reading something else. She wants to know, well, okay, she's wanting to ask also for nothing. Rios is in, Jason's in. Jason Pena, I hadn't seen you, sir, in a long time. Okay, here's what you're wanting to know. She's wanting to know the lights downtown on the buildings that signified the holiday season normally were turned on December 1st of every year. On November 22nd of 1963, when the president flew into town, they had the lights on. The pilot swung low over the city, the downtown area, and to show the president all of the thousands of light bulbs that were normally turned on December 1st. So, yeah. And there was a sign made out of light bulbs on top of St. Joseph's Hospital that said, welcome JFK to Fort Worth. Marilyn's in. Vicky's in. We got a good crowd this morning. You did find it? Yeah. Shafty was a nickname given to John Fitzgerald Kennedy, who was a great president. And he was a Democrat. Why can't we, people on the Democratic Party thinks that Republican Party or independents don't have any good ideas, and people, independents and Republicans, think that the Democrats don't. During the Amon Carter era, the entire state was Democrat, and look what got accomplished there. Everything. But it was a different Democratic Party, it just was. And people might get mad about that, but do your history. Don't take my word for it, do your history. A lot of times people say, why don't you put everything you know about these pictures? I want y'all to learn something. I've got the biggest classroom in Fort Worth. So when I put a picture up there and put memories or whatever, you might not have a lot to do that day. Start researching it. That's the only way we're ever going to learn. If I could just get children on the group, I'd love to teach history to the kids. Okay. Bill Clinton was a good Democratic president. Yeah, regardless of his. Let me tell you something. I interviewed Newt Gingrich twice, and I personally think that administration got more done than any presidential administration since. Way more than George Bush, way more than Obama, way more than Trump, way more than Biden and Hillary. Well, Hillary was never president. They actually had a balanced budget. They had a 10-year ban on assault rifles. They got a lot of stuff done. It was a Democratic president, a Democratic Senate, and a Republican House. And if you'll research the stock market, all of the financial institutions, they prefer a split Congress. They just do. And just like I've told a lot of people, if the Republicans do win, keep the House, win the Senate, and win the presidency, I certainly hope that this time they get something done. They've had that situation before and did nothing. Did nothing. We send them up there to help us, not to help themselves. So everybody needs to vote. Well, everybody's got an opinion about how good a president was. There's a lot of people thinks that Obama did a lot of stuff. I'm just not of that opinion. George Bush, I don't think he was a good president. He was okay. I do his cars still. But, of course, the thing that got him was the 9/11. That always damages, I don't think there was WMDs. I really don't. But Saddam Hussein tried to kill George Bush's daddy. And if I was president and somebody had tried to kill my daddy and I had all the power, I'd go after him too. That's human nature. Maybe not in my dad's case. My dad was kind of brutal on his own. Kenny Price is in. Lenny's in. So we need help. Toys, bikes, and helmets. But we did make a lot of headway yesterday. Ian is in. Ian is our from the UK. So what time is it over there, Ian? I think it's 6 hours. So it's 7. So it's in the afternoon. 1 o'clock, 1:30. What time is it over there? You're getting ready to finish up your job and go to the pub. Ian makes a stop at the pub every once in a while. Ian, who you think's going to win the presidential race over here? Happy Halloween, Fort Worth. You know what I was going to do? People always ask me, they say, you always say all of these places. I made a post the other day. Where are we today? I make it often. Let me see if I can find it. And I'm going to read off. It won't take me long. Hold on. Okay, here we go. 160 comments, and I made this 2 days ago. All comments. Okay, I started it off with Cowtown. Sharon said same. I won't call the names. Wise County, Decatur, Texas. Summerfield, North Carolina. Cowtown, Austin, Oklahoma. Savannah, Georgia. Fort Worth, London, England, Mark Rapp. Beaumont, Chandler, Arizona. Oklahoma, Frankfurt, Germany, Andrea Zett, Arlington, Terlingua, Waco, Nebraska, Alma, wherever Alma is, San Francisco, Wichita Falls, New Jersey, Brittany, you got some friends up there, Houston, Bluefield, West Virginia, Port Orange, Florida, Fort Worth, Oxford, Mississippi, Manfredione, Italy, Kilgore, Texas, Fayetteville, Maui, Parker County, Pottstown, Pennsylvania, Mount Vernon, Illinois, New York City, New Mexico, New York City, Wise, Granbury, Stewart, Oklahoma, Atlanta, Texas, Bradstown, Kentucky, Fort Payne, Alabama, Cowtown, Brunswick, Ohio, Fort Worth, Bonham, Texas, Mississippi, Fort Worth, Milford, Delaware, Palm Springs, Wellow, England. Ian, where's Wellow? W-E-L-L-O-W. New Mexico, South Carolina, Connecticut, Cowtown, Crowley, Fredericksburg, Cherokee County, Texas, Lake City, Florida, Fort Worth, Massachusetts, Buffalo, Copenhagen, Denmark, Richardson, Fort Worth, Eastbourne, England, Iowa, Little Egypt, Illinois, Livingston, Tennessee, and Antarctica, where the hell that is, North Richland Hills, Hamilton, Denard, Arkansas, rural Northeast Texas, Birmingham, Fort Worth, Albuquerque, Macona, Texas, Virginia, and the list just goes on and on. These are people that stayed connected to the city they were either born in, lived in, something, Fort Worth, through our group. So we have members, active members in 141 countries in every state in the United States. And I think all of the territories, Puerto Rico, all of that, got a huge presence in Canada and a huge presence in Mexico. We've got thousands of soldiers that stay connected with our group, with Fort Worth through our group. So we're doing good things. But the good thing we're working on right now, we only got about 35, 40 days, is our bike giveaway. So I need your help. What does it take to become a sponsor on that bike giveaway? Buy us 50 bikes. That's $3,700. $3,720. And the folks that I posted yesterday have all done that. So, you're right, Shafty is his nickname. Yeah, he had several nicknames. I heard Maryland gave him a nickname, but I don't really know what that was. I'm sure Jackie probably had a nickname for him too. Clinton and Jack Kennedy both did a lot of stuff, and they were both big womanizers. It's just the facts. It has nothing to do with what they accomplished. No telling where we'd be today if he would have lived out that term. Okay, what else? Anybody got anything they want to talk about? Where are we eating? Gosh. Where's TCU playing this week? I guess we can't eat around here. They're playing at Baylor. But all of these restaurants around here will be full with, like, Railhead will be packed, so there ain't no sense going to the Railhead. We've done Parkins lately, we've done Zeke's. Anybody got any ideas? Mickey is in. McAllister's? What is that? McAllister's? What's their price range?
There's like $10 to $15 for sandwiches, and they're big sandwiches, like Jason's deli size or bigger.
Yeah, we've eaten at Jason's. Let's go to McAllister's. What's the address? Is it on Camp Bowie?
I'll send it to you.
Is it on Camp Bowie though?
Yeah.
Okay, McAllister's it is. It's not a sports bar, is it?
No.
Okay, I was going to say, because if it is, they'll be watching TCU Baylor. Sam, no bikes to put together yet, brother. Everything is built. We're waiting on the first 300 being built. We've already paid for them. They're already in. They're being built by Academy. And as soon as we get a little bit more money, we're going to order another 300. And they're going to be built too. Academy agreed to build them. Robbie Baker ordered 50 through Academy on Cherry Lane, and they're building his as we speak. Okay, so I'll post up the address for McAllister's. I've never been there, but that's where we're going to eat 1 o'clock on Saturday. Somebody wants to know, do I know anything about Dallas? Yeah, they're horrible. Jerry is not having a good year. Okay, so yeah, Scott just reminded me. I'm starting the Gangsters in Cowtown series that a bunch of y'all love to hear the stories. It's only going to be on YouTube. It's going to start Friday, November 1st, and 8 a.m. and noon. It'll be the same program both time frames, 8 a.m. and noon. So you got to join our YouTube channel, Fort Worth Memories. And we're going to be talking the Gangsters series, which my family, it's the way I was brought up. Someone wants to know the Christmas ornaments. Scott, were you any closer on that?
Yes, so I got a shipping notification on the prototype, so I should have that Saturday. So next week, I can show everybody what it looks like and start taking orders.
Okay, so next week, it's going to come in different colors, right?
Yeah, I think about 8 different colors we can get.
Okay, so Brittany, you can do it online and at Larry's Kids, yes. Scott's putting a picture up of McAllister's. I didn't know how you spell it. McAllister's, just like it sounds. And it's at, I don't know what the actual address is on Camp Bowie. What's the numbers for the Camp Bowie?
I'll give you a sec, I'll get it.
So that's in our price range. Looks good. It's like
It's a deli.
yeah, it's a deli. That Jason's Deli was good. That Jason's Deli, I was surprised. They had great soups. Okay. When is the Gangsters start? Friday, November 1st. This Friday. So you got to join our YouTube account. And I'll do one program at 8 and one program at noon, but it'll be the same program. And then I'll try to do the Gangster series Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of every week. Believe me, there was enough of them. Bunch of them, hell, all of my family. Both sides. So yeah, we'll do the Gangster series, Gangsters in Cowtown. You know, I was basically raised up on Jacksboro Highway when I was 10 or 11 years old. Okay, so he's going to post the only on YouTube, so you got to join. It's a way I can draw people to the YouTube account. Need to get that thing built up. So don't think Friday morning at 8 you're going to catch Gangsters in Cowtown on Facebook. It won't be on Facebook.
Well, last week's lunch, don't ignore that.
Yeah. So we've got Christmas ornaments coming up next week. We need money by next Friday to buy the second 300. But when we get this first 300 that's already being built, it'll be 350 because Robbie Baker ordered 50. And so that's 350. The second 300 makes it 650. Cops for Kids and Fort Worth Fire Department's 50 each, so that's 100. That's 750. Quincy's group normally comes up with about 75. That's 8 1/4. The International Aerospace and Machinists Union always comes up with about 100 to 100 1/4. We'll just count it at 100. That's 925. With what our members bring in here or send in here, should be a couple of hundred, 9, 25, 10, 11, 25. We're going to get there. I can feel it in my bones. Be the biggest giveaway for Larry's Kids, or for me, ever. The biggest was 1989. We gave away 840. Last year we gave away 753. We got close, but no cigar. I'm sure we'll do better than last year. Or yeah, we'll go over 1,000 for sure. That's a lot of bikes, folks. But we need people like Tino coming in with 2 or 3 hands full, and then going back out and getting more. Go to the Mattel store on the north side. Go to 5 and below or 5 and under, whatever it is. Those earphones, all kinds of neat stuff. Just use your imagination. What was what? Shafty. There's George Worley. Shafty, he said he walked back in and his unit was there, and he said, I just got shafted. I said, what happened? He said, no, they said my back's bad and I can't do an active combat role right now. But that changed. What was his boat number? PT 109, wasn't it? Or am I just imagining that? I wonder how many of those guys that were on that boat are still alive, if any. That'll be y'all's question, y'all's research today. Is there any survivors from the PT 109? That was in 45. So 55, 65, 79, that'd be, that's 80 years ago. No, they'd have to be 100. I don't guess there's probably any alive. But we've got service guys that are over 100. Okay, I'm getting a question from the South Texas bunch. Are you ever going to get the Tuskegee Airmen back? Well, I don't know. There's not but a handful of those people. Dr. Eugene Richardson, Jr. lives in Philadelphia. I text him all the time. I texted him the other day and said, your Philadelphia Eagles and our Dallas Cowboys are in the same boat. Nothing. Ha! Times are tough. Shop Fort Worth. Buy Fort Worth, spend Fort Worth. There's David Sawyer. He does character sketches. David, you're going to be at our giveaway, aren't you? He does character sketches of the kids. Great guy. Does great entertainer. His whole family is in the entertainment business. Good Christian guy. So sign up for the YouTube account. There, Scott's got it up. Can you put that on the main group too?
Yeah, I'll post a link.
McAllister 6333 Camp Bowie, and there's the QVC deal. So we're eating at McAllister 6333. Carla's in. Ken is in. Good morning to all of y'all. So we're going to make this year bigger and better for Larry's kids. Betsy Price will be there. Maddie Parker will be there. Pat Green will be there. All kinds of people. Michael Crane will be there. Manny Ramirez will be there. Cops for Kids will be there. Silver Sisters will be there. I think the nurses group is going to be there. Not sure on that. No telling who shows up at that thing. Charlie Guerin will be there for sure. Most all of our sponsors will be there. It's a community event. It goes quick. Even with 1,000, 1,200 bikes, we'll be done by noon. Walter Daniels Sr. is in. How is Arkansas, Mr. Daniels? There's our Larry's Kids annual bike drive. 2 more years, it'll be 40 years since I started it. I had a guy visit me the other day that was the third got a bike. He was the first or second person of the third year. 80 something. Or I forget the year. But he was the third person. I remember him. He's grown up now. I think he said he's already retired from post office. Okay, so we got rain coming in here in a day or two. So windy yesterday. Could be windy again today. We'll just have to see. But we need toys, bikes, and helmets. If you need a website built, Scott is the man to do it. Or anything. You got problems with your internet or your technical stuff, send Scott Sumner a message. He's building a card that we'll start posting like we do with our sponsors. That food last week at El Phoenix was good. It's real good. El Phoenix is always real good to us. Let me give you all for the YouTube people. Give you some other shots. There's a different shot of the museum. There's the front door. That top picture to your right, that's one of the first volunteer firemen. He's just a kid. In the middle of this, of the bookcase or the thing down at the bottom by Larry Shoes, that's the Lake Worth Monster, which there really never was a Lake Worth Monster. I think a Lake Worth girl was on a date and they missed her curfew, so they made up an elaborate story about a Lake Worth Monster, and I don't think that floated with the parents. It didn't float with the cops, I don't think, but it made worldwide attention. It was one of them stories that caught hold and went on. You know, I had a visitor yesterday, a gentleman I'd never met, Barney Holland. Well, you're talking about a historian. This guy knows all the history. I could have talked to him for 4 days. But I try to leave here every day by 2 because I live 50-something miles from here. And man, if it's 3 o'clock or 3:30, hey David, and I'm still here, it's an hour and a half to get home. I don't care which route you take. There's just too much traffic in Fort Worth anymore. Okay, I got to sign off. Scott, you can turn off the YouTube. All right, I'll see y'all later.